There we go.
Unable to connect. Let's see.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right. So hello, agents, and welcome to the webinar. This is going to be a good webinar. You guys are always asking about rental properties and what should you do? Where should you go? Well, I got the webinar for you. So today we have Mr. Willie. He's our BDM for Rental Escapes. How are you today, Mr. Willie?
I am doing incredibly well. I'm actually here this week at our corporate offices in Montreal, Canada. I got to escape the Orlando heat. It's a nice 64 degrees out there today, so I'm loving life today.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, we cannot wait to hear all about Rental Escapes. Listen, the floor is all yours. Take it away.
Amazing, amazing. So Tara, first and foremost, thank you so much for this invitation. I am truly honored to be able to do this webinar. And what I'm going to do is I'll spend about 45 minutes just going through the webinar. But okay. If you can tell from my photo here on my backdrop, that is an actual bedroom of one of our villas.
What?
That is a bedroom. No, so that is a villa in Orlando. Wow. So it's one of my favorite villas in Orlando. So if you have clients coming to Orlando, where I'm based out of, looking to go to the theme parks, that is a villa.
Wow.
And that is wow. that is one of the Star Wars enemy plane. I think it's like a Star Destroyer or something along those lines. There are bunk beds on either side, and then in the middle, where the pilot would normally fly, that is actually a cockpit, and boys and girls can actually go in there and play video games in that cockpit.
That is absolutely amazing! Wow.
So if you think that's amazing, wait till we start doing the webinar.
Ooh, well, let's start. I can't wait.
All right, so let me share my screen. Give me 1 second.
Right.
And let me know.
And as you're sharing yours, I'm going to go ahead. I'll let you know when I can see. I'm going to go ahead and start my video so that yours can come through how it's supposed to without lag or anything.
Okay. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
I can see your screen perfect.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to come off video, because what I've learned is the video tends to take up a little bandwidth, and the webinar will go a little bit smoother if I come off video. But I will come back at the end time in case you've got any questions, and I can help answer any questions you may have.
All right, okay. Thank you.
So today's webinar is how to sell luxury villas to your clients and earn top commissions. And over the course of the next 45 to 50 minutes, I'm going to walk you through all things rental escapes. I'm going to show you the portfolio. I'm going to show you the care that we take when it comes to the villas that we bring on, the partners that we work with on the concierge side, how to book with us, what the process looks like. And I'm even going to give you my personal contact information, including my personal mobile, so you can reach me day or night, 7 days a week, with any questions that you might have. But for now, let's go ahead and let's get started. So who is Rental Escapes? So Rental Escapes as a company has been in the luxury villa space for a little bit over 10 plus years now. And our co-founders have been in the vacation rental space for about 13 years. But a little bit over 10 years ago, they saw the need and the demand both for a luxury villa company. And as a result, Rental Escapes was born. The company is based out of Montreal, Canada. However, I am based out of Orlando, Florida. I just can't do the winters here in Montreal, so I stay in Orlando. We are one of the leading luxury villa wholesalers globally. We are among the biggest. But when you think of us, don't necessarily think of us as just a villa rental company. We are much more than that. In fact, what I often say is we are a company that prides itself in very personalized villa experiences. Now, In order to stake that claim, there's three things that we look at. Number one, the portfolio. Number two, our villa specialists. And number three, our concierges. So first and foremost, our portfolio. So our portfolio today has about 5,000 properties around the globe. On the website, you'll see about 4,200 villas. There's another portfolio of villas that we are not allowed to publicly advertise and market due to the exclusive nature of the villas. These villas are across 4 continents, over 70 countries, in over 155 destinations worldwide. In order to make it into the portfolio, these villas are vetted and oftentimes they are inspected. Throughout the year, we are on the ground re-inspecting villas, or if we don't have the opportunity to make it out to all of them, a lot of the guest reviews that we receive let us know the conditions that the villas are in. Now, if we get a poor review, we will reach out to the owner. We will share with them the review that we've received. We will also ask them to rectify any issues that may have come up at the villa. If we get a second complaint, we pull the villa from the portfolio. Our owners and our villas must maintain the highest standards. For you as a travel advisor, that gives you tremendous confidence in that the villas and vacation rentals that your clients are going into are of the highest quality. Now, I will tell you, we as an organization are never going to have the largest portfolio of villas, but we're going to have the best. We're going to have the finest. Now, when it comes to our villa specialists are highly trained and they are highly traveled. Our villa specialists are traveling often. In fact, we have a small team heading out to Italy in just a couple of weeks. We had a team down in the Turks and Caicos. We had a team down in Aruba. We had a team in Croatia. So we are constantly ensuring that our villa specialists are trained. They are true experts on the villas. After every villa booking is made with the villa specialist, you will then begin working with a concierge, and that concierge is going to work with you in arranging all of the in-villa services as well as all of the in-destination experiences. And just like the villas are vetted and inspected, all of the services that we provide, all of the experiences that we provide are also fully vetted, and oftentimes we experience them ourselves. So again, you have confidence in what your client is going to experience while at the villa and in the destination. We do provide a 24/7 emergency line. So regardless of where your clients are around the globe, they can reach out to us. They can also reach out to us via a mobile app that they can download on the Google Play Store or on Apple iTunes. If they have a question, if they need to make a change to something on their itinerary that's been prepared for them, if an issue arises, if their flight is delayed, whatever they need, regardless of where they are around the globe, we will answer 24/7. We do pay a 10% commission on every villa booking, plus throughout the year, we also offer bonus commissions. In fact, right now in the month of September, we are offering a bonus commission of up to $5,000 per villa booking. Unlike many of the competitors in the space, and unlike many of the do-it-yourself sites, we at Rental Escapes do not charge a booking fee. I've seen booking fees as high as $1,000 per booking. We do not charge you those fees. We do not charge your clients those fees. Lastly, and most importantly, as a former travel advisor myself, and as an organization providing the tremendous level of support to you, the travel advisor, we felt it extremely important to launch an industry-first advisor rewards program. This advisor rewards program is intended to reward you with free villa stays. Now, the way that this program works is very simple. For every dollar that you book with us, you earn points. Those points are never going to expire. You can bank those points. They are saved under your email address. At any given point, you can ask your villa specialist for your points balance. Starting in Q4 in my monthly newsletter, which I'll talk about in just a little bit, we are also going to include your points balance and the value of those points. You would then be able to cash in your points towards your own personal villa stays. So if you're looking at going on a 5-day villa vacation in Jamaica and the villa is $10,000 and you have $10,000 worth of points, all you do is cash in your points and you're off on a free 5-day villa. It is important for us to recognize the support that you provide Rental Escapes, but most importantly, how hard you work in sending your clients on vacation, that we wanted to ensure that you had an opportunity to enjoy the exact same vacation that you send your clients on. And as a result, the rewards program is here. Now let's talk a little bit about the benefit of the villas. So first off, when we're out looking at villas, we look for the 3 C's. Comfort, convenience, and cleanliness. So when it comes to comfort and convenience, what we are looking for is to ensure that these villas have all of the comforts of home. We want to ensure that they all have satellite TV or cable TV, whenever possible, that they have smart TVs. We know a lot of folks enjoy their Netflix and Hulu and so forth. We look to ensure that there is plenty of open space for friends and loved ones to be able to gather, that all of the furniture is as comfortable as it could be, that every villa, I want to say close to 95+% of our villas have private pools in them. We look to make sure that all the bed linens and the towels and just everything about the property is comfortable and of the highest quality in the villas. We also look to ensure that every villa prior to a guest arrival is completely and thoroughly cleaned. We have some owners that will actually put a 1-day break in between a guest departure and a guest arrival to ensure that the villas are thoroughly cleaned. We have some villas that are 12, 14, 15 bedrooms, and they require a lot more than 5-6 hours in between a guest departure and another guest arrival. In some instances, if you have guests that still have concerns over COVID, in some destinations, you can work with our concierge team, and we can actually ask about using a different cleaning solution or a hospital grade type cleaning solution. Maybe Clorox, maybe Lysol, or maybe another product in some destinations that is available, and we can make that happen. The teams on the ground to do that, oftentimes there'll be a nominal charge for that, but that is something we can accommodate. We look to ensure that all of the villas offer as much privacy and security as possible. A lot of our villas are located within gated communities. A lot of the villas, one of the things that we do require is that the villas do have smoke detectors and fire alarms in them as well. We look to ensure that the villas have at least one safe in the home, but wherever possible, we look to ensure that they have safes in all of the bedrooms. We look to ensure also that the villas provide as much privacy as possible. When privacy is of the greatest concern, we can actually take steps to add additional privacy. So for instance, we had a VIP guest who was staying on a property that backed up to a golf course. And they were concerned that if they were going to be out in the pool area with their loved ones, that the golfers would recognize who they were, and then they would begin to interact, and as a result, interrupt the vacation. So what we did is we ordered 75 10-foot potted bamboo plants, and we lined the back fence and created like a privacy wall, so that guest would be able to be out there with their family and enjoy the pool area in added privacy and not feel that they would be interrupted. One of the things I get asked a lot about is staff, and many of our villas do come staffed. On the Rental Escapes website, every villa property will detail for you whether there is staff at the villa and how much staff is at the villa. If a villa does not come with staff, you can work with our concierge team to arrange staff at the villa. We can arrange as much or as little staff as your client would like. Everything from a simple housekeeper to having a chef come in and prepare a meal for a celebration. But in a fully staffed villa, that will typically include a chef or a cook. And the difference between the two is going to be the level of training that that person has received. They will typically have a head of house or a manager or a butler. It will also include housekeepers and laundresses. Many of the villas will also include a gardener, pool attendant. We have some villas that also include a car and driver. We have a couple of villas that even have their own yacht, so they include a boat captain. In Jamaica, by law, all of the villas are required to have a night watchman from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Now, again, if the villa does not come with staff, we can arrange staff, and that is something that you can arrange directly with the concierge team. They will let you know exactly the cost of that staff. So, you know, if your clients are bringing their pets and they want a dog walker, we can arrange a dog walker. If there are children and they need babysitting services, we can arrange those babysitting services. And again, all of these members of staff that we arrange, they're also fully vetted. So we've worked with these companies before, we've worked with these individuals before, we've checked credentials. So we are comfortable recommending them to our clients. One of the things that I'm going to talk about throughout the webinar is just the tremendous value that the villas bring. And I'm also going to give you some tips on how to present the villas to your clients. Here's one example. So this is a 8-bedroom villa on the beach in Punta Cana. When you look at this villa that would rent for about $1,700 per night, it comes out to just under $12,000 for the week plus tax. If you break that down on either a per bedroom or a per guest cost, and I would always recommend breaking it down on a per guest cost, what that works out to be is roughly $732 per person to be in a 5-star luxury villa on the beach in Punta Cana. Now, the cost of food is another thing that I get asked about when it comes to pricing. So in a fully staffed villa, you can get 3 meals plus a snack per day. The food cost is going to range anywhere from $65 to $125 per person per day. That will include, on the lower end, chicken, some lower end cuts of beef and pork. On the higher end, it's the seafood, shrimp, lobster, scallops, and higher cuts of beef like filet mignon, New York strips, etc. If your clients are looking for family style, like buffet style, then the food cost can go up because, again, it's all based on consumption. Your clients will always pay grocery store prices, but there will be a nominal fee charged in the destination by the individual or the company that is getting the groceries for your clients. And that will range anywhere from 5% to, I've seen it as much as a 20% fee off the bill. When you consider that a simple breakfast at a 5-star hotel could run you $50, $60, here at the villa, you're looking at, you know, getting 3 meals in a day prepared by a chef for about that same amount of money. Now, in essence of time, I'm just going to skip through some of these. So here's a listing of the destinations that we offer, and this list does continue to grow. We are adding properties on a daily basis as we come back from destinations, and we've looked at these properties. We're constantly adding properties, just like we're all constantly removing properties when our standards are not kept. The largest concentration of the villas is definitely in the Caribbean. That is a year-round destination. In the Caribbean, you will find minimum night stays from 3, 5, and 7-night minimum stays. Again, the Rental Escapes website is going to outline for you what the minimum night stay requirement is going to be based on the dates that your clients are looking at traveling. Mexico is the second most popular destination. Again, the minimum night requirements are, again, 3, 5, and 7 nights in Mexico. Europe, with Italy being the top destination for villas, has a bit more stricter minimum night requirements in the fact that they are typically 7-night minimums, Saturday to Saturday. And that's mainly because Europe is seasonal. Europe typically runs April through October. So the owners try to maximize the availability that they have and really force that 7-night minimum stay. Now, let's take a look at some of our portfolio. And as you'll see, and I'll also point out, you'll see a lot of the 3 C's, right? And the state-of-the-art kitchens. You'll start to see the pools. You'll start to see the views and the photos of the types of villas that we're out there and we're choosing. Now, in the Caribbean, the top 5 destinations in no particular order is Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, St. Martin, and St. Bart's. Barbados is also up there as well. But those are really the top 5 destinations. Again, these are the Caribbean is year round. Right now, we continue to see requests coming in for the festive season with Christmas and New Year's. That typically is the strictest of minimum night stay requirements. We have some islands that are looking for 10, some looking for 12, and even some islands looking for 14-night minimum stays. So this is Villa Ani. This is a beautiful 14-bedroom, fully staffed villa in the Dominican Republic. And it sits on just a little bit over 4 acres. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has its own gym. It has a treatment room for masseuses. And the chef in this particular villa is absolutely, absolutely incredible. It does sit on its own private beach as well. This is Villa Lorraine. It is located inside the Punta Cana Resort in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. This was actually our villa of the year. It scored the highest marks of any villa in our portfolio. And we had the privilege of staying at this villa this past December when we as an organization went down to the Dominican Republic and celebrated our 10-year anniversary. But one of the things that I love about Punta Cana and all the villas in the Punta Cana Resort is that they are no more than 7 minutes away from the Punta Cana airport. And when you work with our concierge team, we're going to recommend, and I'm going to recommend, that your clients take the fast track service. From the time that your clients disembark the airplane, the fast track service is going to help them get through customs and immigration. And by the time they get off the plane, go fast track, and at the villa, they will be there in under an hour, enjoying their villa. If they don't take the fast track service, they're probably looking about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, because the Dominican Republic airport in Punta Cana it's not large, and customs does get backed up pretty quickly. So I would definitely recommend fast track. This is Tip of the Tail. We were just down there a couple months ago, and I absolutely love this particular villa. In fact, one of the things that I love is the staff will actually set up a table and chairs in the ocean. And serve lunch out there, so you never have to come in for lunch unless you actually want to. There's a table and chairs, but they will actually set up table and chairs. Again, this sits on its own private little cove, private beach. You get those crystal clear waters of the Turks and Caicos, and it is absolutely sensational. This is Promises. This is a beautiful 8-bedroom property in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. It is a fully staffed villa on a private beach. Now, earlier I talked about value, and here's a villa I always like to bring up when it comes to value. So this is an 8-bedroom villa, 16 guests, right around $3,600 per night. It's on a private beach, fully staffed. Now, if you take that per night cost and divide it by the number of bedrooms, what you're talking about is roughly $450 a bedroom to be in a fully staffed villa on a private beach in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Now compare that to a resort in Jamaica, whether it's a beaches or a Sandals or Iberostar or many of the other ones that are out there, your clients are going to be paying a lot more than that. You know, when you think about that here at the villa, when your clients wake up in the morning, they don't have to rush to the pool to secure a pool chair, or run out to the beach to secure a beach chair. There's plenty of beach chairs. There's plenty of pool chairs. You know, if your clients want to swim in their own private pool, they can. Out at the resort, they're going to share a pool with 1,500 of their closest friends. If you have clients that have small children with them, typically what's going to happen is when those children want to take a nap, the clients are going to have to go back up to the room so the children can nap. Here at the villa, your clients can just bring the kids into the bedroom, put them down for a nap. They can go right back to the beach. They can go right back down to the pool. And again, it's a fully staffed villa. So here in your villa, your chef is going to prepare all of the meals. One of the things that I love about Promisees is the day before I head home to Orlando, the housekeeper and laundress is doing all of my laundry. So rather than going home with a suitcase full of dirty clothes, I'm actually coming back from an incredible vacation to Promisees with luggage full of clean clothes. There's nothing worse than coming home from vacation having to do laundry. This is Onyx. This is a really beautiful modern villa in St. Bart's. It is a 5-bedroom, 10 guests, starting right around $3,000 per night. One of my favorites in St. Bart's is Neo. And here the owners spared no expense in building this property. It has incredible views of St. John Beach. This is a 6-bedroom, 12-guest, ultra luxury, starting right around just under $14,000 per night. But again, it is absolutely a stunning, stunning property. This is Azure Dream in St. Martin. This is a 7-bedroom property. And one of the things that I've enjoyed most about this villa is in the mornings, I'm just being able to grab a cup of coffee and just take in the views of St. Martin, take in the ocean views as well. And again, you know, as you look at this particular property and you look at the other properties that the slideshows are playing, you know, you'll see a lot of those wide open spaces that I was talking about for loved ones to be able to gather in the pools, in the views. And again, this is really just those consistent standards that we look to maintain across the board with all of the villas that we bring on. Now, in Mexico, for clients coming out of the East Coast, Riviera Maya is by far the #1 destination. For clients in the Midwest and the West Coast, what is Punta Mita or Cabo San Lucas are the most popular. Costa Rica is our fastest growing destination in the region. And one of my favorite properties is on the Caribbean side of Panama. It's a property called Sweet Bocas, Bocas. It's a 40-acre property, but the villa actually sits on top of the water, and the owner of the villa and the estate do just an incredible job. To me, it's one of the best villa experiences anywhere. This is Estate Torres. This is in Punta Mita. This villa has breathtaking views out of the 2 master suites. They're just beautiful water views. It is a 5-bedroom villa, plenty of wide open spaces, huge kitchens. It is staffed. There's one of the master suites, and there's the other. Right. So again, this is what your clients would be waking up to each and every morning over at Estate Torres. This is in Riviera Maya, Casa Los Charcos, which is House of the Puddles. This is also a stunning 5-bedroom property. Again, you'll see state-of-the-art kitchens, you know, stainless steel appliances. Again, a lot of room for loved ones to gather. This is Villa Iram. This is a ultra modern villa in Costa Rica. It is in Peninsula Papagayo. Our 2 main areas are Peninsula Papagayo and Tamarindo. And you'll see this villa was like carved into the rainforest. Beautiful 5-bedroom property. Now, in the US, we have plenty of inventory as well. And the US, we continue to expand our portfolio. We have properties in Florida, in Orlando, where I'm at. We have villas just 12 minutes away from the main gates of the theme parks. We have ski destinations. We have beach destinations. We have in New York City, I know with all the Airbnb regulation that's going on, but all of the properties in our portfolio are meet all New York City regulations. We have properties out in California. We have properties out in Colorado. And again, we continue to expand the portfolio. Now, this is Harmony. This is property over at the Reunion Resort. This is a 9-bedroom property starting right around $1,700. That has a Turkish bath. It has bowling alleys in this home. And when you compare these villas to what a theme park hotel would run, this villa would run for less than $200 a bedroom. Standard Disney hotel right now, even a value one, would run about $375 to $425. The Grand Floridian, I've seen it as much as $1,100 a night. Here you're getting this beautiful 9-bedroom property. This is Treehouse. This is a 3-story villa. The pool, it has a lazy river. The owner even built a 3-story laser tag room in the house with a real police car in it. It also has a laser maze. It has home theaters. It has themed bedrooms. If you have clients coming to Orlando, I highly recommend the villas. They're 12 minutes from Walt Disney World, 20 minutes from SeaWorld, and about 25 minutes from Universal Studios. They are all custom built. They're absolutely gorgeous. With the themed bedrooms, our villa specialists are going to ask if the kids have any interest, whether it's superheroes, Star Wars, princesses, Frozen, Moana, you name it. And what we will do is we will provide you with recommendations on houses that have those specific themed bedrooms for the kids. This is Sunset Ridge and Telluride. Beautiful 6-bedroom property with incredible 360-degree expansive views, minutes away from skiing as well. This is Mountain Glade in Deercrest. Now, what you'll notice is this is a 6-bedroom, 17 guests. So when you see a guest count greater than 2 to a room, oftentimes we will have bunk beds in some of the bedrooms, or we'll have, let's say, 2 queen beds. Now, on the Rental Escapes website, we are going to detail for you exactly what the bedding configuration is in each one of the bedrooms. So if there's very specific bedding requirements that are needed by your clients, we do have villas that will meet those requirements. This is Mountain Rider in Big Sky, Montana. This is the 5-bedroom, 12 guests, starting at $824 per night. Now, the portfolio of villas that we offer across the globe will range anywhere from a 1-bedroom to a 32-bedroom. We also have a 45-bedroom estate, and we also have private islands as well. So we have villas of all shapes and sizes, and we have villas for all budget types. Our villas will typically start right around $500 a night and then go up from there. Now, Europe, as I mentioned earlier, is seasonal. It typically will run April through October. It does have the 7-night minimum stays Saturday to Saturday, with the most popular villa destinations being Italy, Spain, France, and Greece. But we also see tremendous demand for Croatia. We also have properties out in England, Switzerland, Austria, and even Copenhagen, Denmark as well. So as I mentioned, we do have private islands, and this is Tagomago. This is a 5-bedroom property on the private island. So if you have clients that are looking for the ultimate in social distancing, this is a 5-bedroom just off the coast of Spain on its own private island. If you have a couple or two couples looking to travel to Greece, this is a beautiful 2-bedroom property starting at $620 per night. So again, here's a luxury 2-bedroom property in Greece for about $300 per bedroom. This is Prakash in Croatia. And Croatia was the only destination that I can remember that was not closed during the pandemic. And we have seen tremendous growth in Croatia. In fact, we put a team on the ground a couple of months back to look for additional villa inventory because we're seeing just so much demand. And we're seeing really high reviews coming out of Croatia as well from our guests. If you have clients looking for really exotic destinations, we have them out in Africa, in Asia, in Bali, the Maldives, Fiji, Thailand. This is Noku Beach House. It is a 6-bedroom property on the beach in Bali. And that villa will start right around $3,600 per night. We have properties in Thailand as well. This is Suralay, also a 6-bedroom property. Now, if you notice, I'm also showing you a lot of 5, 6, and 7 bedrooms. Typically, what we see, the villas that are booked the most are 5, 6, and 7-bedroom properties. Typically, about anywhere from 8 to 12 guests that are traveling for the week. So this is one of the reasons why you see a lot of 5, 6, and 7 bedrooms in the webinar, because those are really the popular bedroom-sized homes that are rented. Now, earlier I had mentioned also about villas that come with their own private yachts. This is Aqua. This is in Australia. It does come with its own private yacht and boat captain. The only thing that your clients would be required to pay for would be the fuel in the yacht. But if they wanted to take the yacht out for the 7 days with the boat captain, they can. They just have to cover the cost of fuel. And then I would always recommend a gratuity for the boat captain. Now, with every villa reservation, you will have an opportunity, or if you would like for us to work with your clients, we can, to take advantage of our concierge services. Our concierge team is a very highly trained, highly traveled team of experts who really take pride in what they do in arranging all of the in-villa services and all of our in-destination experiences. In fact, the model that we have on the concierge team is if you can dream of it, we will create it. And our team will listen to exactly what your clients are looking for, and they will get creative in arranging all of the services and all of the experiences. Now, what I will say is I am aware that oftentimes you may be able to find a service or an experience for less than what we are offering. What I will tell you, though, is when you go look at booking some of those services on your own, and it's with a company or an individual that you might never have worked with, you don't know the quality of the service or the product that they're going to deliver. With us here at Rental Escapes, we've been working with these individuals and these companies 2 years, 3 years, even 10 years. So we know the service that they provide. We know that when we reserve a car and driver to pick up your clients at the airport, we know that that driver has valid license and insurance. We know that that car is going to be clean on the inside and out. We know that that driver is going to be there on time to pick up your clients. If not, we know how to get hold of those drivers. We have relationships with all of these individuals all around the globe. When we hire a masseuse, we know the level of service that that masseuse is going to deliver. So again, with every villa reservation, you're going to get a concierge to work with you. If you're doing destination weddings, on the Rental Escapes website, right on the homepage, we even created a weddings collection of some of the most popular villas that we use for weddings. And one of our concierge agents is also a former wedding planner. And she is the one that would work with you and your clients in arranging the destination wedding for your client. Now, working with us is very simple. First and foremost, it will start with an inquiry. Now, on the Rental Escapes website, we do not offer any online booking. That is by design. We want to be able to have a conversation with you. We want to be able to get to know your clients. We want to be able to understand the purpose of their trip. Do they need to be near a certain landmark? We want to be able to understand their travel habits. What we do is very personal. We take it very personal. We want to know the ages of those that are traveling. We want to understand if there are guests who have mobility issues, so that in an instance where we may have a guest who has a mobility issue, when we're looking for a home, if it's a two-story home, we want to ensure that there's bedrooms on the ground floor so that guests don't have to be going up and down stairs. Once we gather all of this information, and you can contact us via phone, you can make an inquiry on the website, then a villa specialist will begin preparing the quote for you with multiple homes that we believe are the best fit for your clients. That quote is going to include the deposit and payment requirements, as well as the cancellation terms. Now, deposits are usually anywhere from 30 to 50% of the total price, due anywhere from 60 to 120 days out, and then the balance is due within 60 to 120 days out. Every villa varies in terms of payment guidelines, payment terms. Every villa varies in cancellation terms. The owners will make the payment terms and the cancellation terms. They will share those with us. And then that is what we abide by, and we provide that for you in the quote. Once your client has selected a villa, then we begin the booking process. We will secure that villa. We will provide you with invoices. We will provide you with rental agreements, and then we will secure that villa for you. At 6 months prior, if your clients are traveling during the holidays, or at 4 months prior, if they are not traveling during the holidays, we will assign a concierge who is an expert in the destination that your clients are traveling, and then they will begin the process of securing all of the in-villa services as well as all of the in-destination experiences for your client. Now, if you want us to work with your client directly, we can. The concierge will keep you up to date on any trip planning that they have been doing with your clients. Lastly, any future inquiries that you might have for other villa bookings, I always recommend going right back to the villa specialist that you've worked with. They have gotten to know you. They understand how you like to be communicated, if it's via email, via text, or just simply picking up the phone and calling you. But I always recommend going right back to that villa specialist. Now, as a former travel advisor myself, and being in the industry now for over 30 years, I will tell you that we as an organization value the relationships that we have with you, our travel advisor partners. Much of our success would not have come if it wasn't for the tremendous support that we have from our travel advisor partners. And in turn, we do provide a 10% commission on every booking. And again, throughout the year, we also provide bonus commissions. Right now in the month of September, as I mentioned earlier, we're doing a bonus commission of up to $5,000. We do the monthly webinars. In fact, in the month of October, I'm doing 2 webinars. I'm doing one on France, and I'm doing one in Orlando, and I have a special guest coming to the Orlando one. So you're not going to want to miss that, and I'll tell you in a second exactly how to register for it. We offer full commission protection. So in our system, your client is your client. Should your client ever look to pick up the phone and contact us directly, our villa specialists are trained that when we pull up their record and we see that they are tied to you, that villa specialist is going to pick up the phone and call you and let you know that we have the client on the line, or they've emailed us. Would you like for us to book it under your IATA number and issue you the commission check, or would you like to reach out to them directly? Whatever you instruct us to do is exactly what we will do. Lastly, we do have the Travel Advisor Rewards Program, allowing you to earn free villa stays. Now, with that, I would love to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you what makes Rental Escapes the leader in villa experiences. Tara, I'm going to come back on camera in just a second so I can take some questions from you. But before that, what I would encourage everyone watching this webinar to do is, number one, go onto the Rental Escapes website. At the very bottom of the homepage, we have a link that says Travel Advisors. Click on that link. That link is going to bring you onto our Travel Advisor page where you can do a multitude of things. Number one, every Wednesday, I open up my calendar for Wednesdays with Willie, where for 15 minutes, you can have an appointment with me. And if after those 15 minutes, we need to spend more time together, we can. Those 15 minutes are yours to talk with me about anything that you would like, anything marketing related. You want to take your business from mass market to luxury. It doesn't even have to be villas, but I've been doing this for over 30 years. So any insight that I can share with you about travel, marketing travel, villas, luxury travel, I am happy to do so. On that page, you can create a free account that's going to get you into our system. That's going to get you into my newsletter. On the first of every month, I send out an email called Keys to Success. That is a newsletter that I put together, providing you with all of the marketing keys to success to help you market villas. Everything from an unbranded website to an unbranded magazine, electronic, that you can share with your clients, to images and videos that you can post on social media. We even have our ready to go emails, which are emails that you can send to your clients, marketing villas, that link to the unbranded website. Now, if you don't want to wait until the 1st of October to get your first newsletter, if you email my marketing team, marketing@rentalescapes.com, let them know you were on this webinar, and Willie said to email you to get all of the marketing tools now. My marketing team will send you all of the marketing tools now. My email address, willie@rentalescapes.com. You are free to email me whenever you would like, for any questions, any recommendations, anything you might need. And you can also call me on my mobile, 407-946-5099. I do answer it 7 days a week. If by chance I don't answer because I'm in a meeting or I'm doing a webinar or I am traveling, if you leave me a message, if you send me a text message, I do return all of my calls by the end of every business day, if not sooner. So with that, again, I would love to say thank you. I would love to hear from you. So please reach out to me via email, reach out to me via phone with any questions that you might have. Tyra, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I will come back on camera.
All I can say is, wow. Those are some beautiful, beautiful villas. Like this is amazing. Okay, so I do have a few questions. Can we maybe jump over to the travel agent website to kind of, show them exactly where to go to and, maybe even just kind of explore the site just a little tiny bit if you have any time?
Absolutely. Allow me 1 second.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen again.
All right.
Okay, so here we are. So on the Rental Escapes homepage, right? First of all, you have all the collections that I talked about earlier. Here's one, the wedding villas. So if you have clients looking and doing weddings, you can click on the wedding villas. The newest villas we update. As we add new villas, they go into that collection, okay? But down here, there's this link that says Travel Advisors. And if you click on that link, here are the webinars. Here's the Orlando webinar. Here's the France webinar. Here's Wednesdays with Willie. You can click on any of these and you can register. And then you can create that free account. When you create this free account, you want to make sure that under that ID number, you pick either the IATA or CLIA, and then you put in the Mommy and We IATA number.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once you're registered, you don't necessarily have to come back to this particular page to register for the webinars. I will include all those webinar invitations in my monthly newsletter. But the one that you I mean, the France one, I was talking to our team on the ground the other day, you're definitely not going to want to miss that one, because one of the things that we're going to be talking about there is we're going to be showcasing villas and apartments that if you have clients that are interested in going to the Olympics next year, we have villas, we have apartments. If you have clients looking to go to the theme parks, you're definitely not going to want to miss the Orlando one, because on the Orlando one, I actually have an author, one of the top bloggers, who is also a Disney coach, who's going to be joining me on this webinar, giving you tips and tricks that you can share with your clients on how to maximize their time at the theme parks. Everything from what ticket packages to buy, what days of the week are the best days to go to the theme parks, what theme park should you go to in the morning and ride first, what theme park should you go to in the afternoon. If you have clients whose children have special needs, how to do the theme parks with children with special needs. We're going to be, it's not going to be just about villas. My educational series, when I do these webinars, is really to provide as much education to you, the advisor, as possible, because again, you've got the villa and then you have the experiences, and you bring them both together, and then that is what is Rental Escapes.
Yep. I love it. Can we get a sneak peek inside of the portal? Well, I know what the inside of the portal looks like, but is it possible for the agents to get a sneak peek inside of the portal?
Which portal?
The agent portal. Like if we log in?
So the current agent portal is going to be changing once you sign in. It is currently being worked on. We've got some surprises coming, so I don't necessarily want to log into this one because there's going to be a new one. But one of the things that I can show is this is our unbranded website. Okay. And this unbranded website, hold on, let me minimize this. This unbranded website, you can share it with your clients there. It's got the villas, but there's no way for your clients to
put on it?
Not on the unbranded website, not on the unbranded website, but I can on the unbranded magazine. I can. So if you send me your logo, I can create a magazine just for you.
Okay, I will definitely do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
But yeah, on this you can link it from your website. You can share links with your clients. Again, they have no way of inquiring. They have no way of calling. There's no phone number, so you can safely share all this information with your clients.
I love this. Let's see. Okay, so if the agents have questions, you would want them to contact you directly, correct? They have your emails, so it's okay for them to contact you?
Absolutely, they can. But the very first thing I want them to do is, number one, register on rentalescapes.com, create that free account. Number two, after they've watched this one, they go, wow, those are incredible villas. Sign up for either France or the Orlando webinar. Okay, I have special guests who come with me on these webinars. You're going to learn an incredible amount about both of these destinations. I've done webinars in the Dominican Republic, St. Bart's, Italy, Jamaica. I'm constantly providing education, okay? But by signing up on the website, that's going to get you into my email database. I only email you once a month with my keys to success, and that's going to provide you with all the marketing tools. After you've registered, email marketing@rentalescapes.com. Let them know you were on this webinar with me and you want all the marketing tools, and marketing will send you all the marketing tools now.
Wow. I don't have anything else to say but wow. Like, this was absolutely amazing. I don't have any questions. You literally have answered all of the questions. Some people say that to me when I'm doing a webinar, but no, I truly understand now. Like, you have answered every single thing. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a question. I don't have any questions. I don't have any questions. But I will say,
Tyra, if there's any advisors who plan on coming to the Orlando area, let me know. If I have villas available and you have time available, I'm happy to go show you some villas just so you can get an idea of the villas. Maybe you want to go in and you want to take some Instagram video or Facebook video. I'm happy to do that as well. But again, just reach out to me. Then I will confirm with you the week of that you're going to be there. I can't confirm it outside of that because I don't know if the villa is going to be booked. So oftentimes these are last minute confirmations that I provide because I know what villas are booked and not villas are not booked, and then I can arrange to go look at 2, 3, 4, or 5 villas in the morning. I usually try to get in there about 10 so we can finish by about 12, but we can usually get about 3, 4, or 5 really nice villas to go see. Now, if you call me during Christmas and New Year's, New Year's, chances are there's going to be no villas.
You know what? You're right. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Okay. I go through Orlando all the time. Doing the seminars or going to the port. To get on the seminar with my agents and stuff. We're always in Orlando, Port Canaveral, so we definitely have to connect to get out there and get some pictures and stuff. This is gonna be good.
And you've got to take a look at this bedroom. I will try to take you into this bedroom.
Okay. Oh yes. Yes. What's the name of this one?
This Star Wars bedroom is unbelievable. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll pull up the house for you. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Let me bring it up. So this particular villa is actually known as Blackbeard. Let me share my screen again. So here, if you remember, one of the things that now it wasn't at this villa, but earlier I talked about the privacy fence that we created with the bamboo. So this particular villa backs up to a golf course, and if you have clients who are out here and they want that added privacy, we can bring in those bamboo plants and just line that back fence so that it creates privacy.
So smart.
Yeah, no, this one has.
Is it an extra cost if you have a high-end client? I'm sure they won't mind paying, but
yeah, they won't mind.
Extra cost.
Typically, yeah, because we're just renting the bamboo plants. But like this villa has a sports bar up top with all the TVs.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go find the bedrooms for you. That's the entrance to the villa. That's the living room. Bear with me, I'm just gonna go real quick. It's got the arcade. This painting back here is actually a secret door that goes into the game room. This is that hidden playroom. So this is a hidden playroom that connects the Star Wars theme room with the princess theme bedroom and the kids. And I will show you. See, this is the little opening from the princess room. So the little girls can come in here and actually crawl under the shark's mouth and go into the playroom. And what's really cool is at night you can turn, or at any time you can turn off the lights and turn on the projectors, and it's like lasers, and you feel like you're underwater. Like the owner just did an incredible job with this house. There's like a teen room in here. Let me hold on. This is a big house, so there's a lot of bedrooms in it. So there's the Star Wars themed bedroom. And this little tree house on the right is where the kids can crawl under there, and that's the other opening into the playroom. But they have life-size Star Wars characters in there. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. There's the girls' room with the princesses. And if you notice in the back left-hand corner, you have all these princess dresses, so the girls can play dress up and play princesses in the room.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let me move this over. Now, here, right, when we talk about value, right, this is a 12-bedroom home. 32 guests. And I'm gonna make this a little bit larger, but look at the starting rate on this house, right? 2,100. That's not even $200 a bedroom,
Wow.
right? And you get all of
I
that,
get it.
right? You get all of that. And, if you think about the fact that that villa has, will occupy 32 guests, right? Let's say there's half of them, let's say there's 16. Well, now your clients want to do a character breakfast at Disney. It's hard enough to get a character breakfast for 4 people. Imagine trying to get a character breakfast for 16. Well, imagine if
Yeah.
I told you that I can bring in the private chef, I can bring in characters, and I can do a 1-hour character breakfast at the villa versus 30 seconds at Chef Mickey's for $45 a guest, right? Like
You guys
those are the
bring in
things
the
that
characters?
what's that?
You guys have access to the characters?
We work with a third-party company in Orlando who has all the characters.
Oh,
Now,
wow. I love it.
I'm not going to bring you Mickey from Disney World, but I'm bringing you Mickey Mouse, or I'm bringing you Spider-Man, or I'm bringing you Snow White, or even during the holidays, one of the things that we'll do is, we will bring in Santa. And one of the things that our concierge teams, which I absolutely love, is we will ask for photos of the kids with their names and ages, and then we will ask, what they did good and what they did bad throughout the year. And then we will give all that. We will give all that information to Santa. So when Santa comes knocking on the door Christmas mornings, for toys for Bobby and Jane and for everybody, he knows who they are because he's seen their faces. He knows their ages. He knows when they've been naughty. He knows when they've been nice. And the kids just have this incredible experience of like, how did you know I struck out 12 times in T-ball? Like, he just knows, and the kids are just mesmerized.
I love this. Oh my gosh. We try to go to Orlando every year as a group, for Christmas, for Disney World and stuff. So maybe for next year or even like the year after next, we got to start planning something. Like, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is, you've inspired me even more. Maybe we're going to start doing villas.
It is my pleasure. And again, I'm happy to help in any way that I can. So please never hesitate to reach out.
Thank you. Do you guys ever have people putting groups of people in a villa that don't know each other, like an affinity group? Is that disastrous?
So what I will share with you is we actually have quite a number of advisors that what they have started to do, and I'm not gonna say started, but they've done 3 of them already in a year, is they've done like yoga type retreats in the villas. And wellness retreats. We even had one guest who travel advisor who set up this it was like a shopping experience in Europe, and she got 8 clients. I believe they were all females, and she hired a professional shopper, and they rented a 10-bedroom villa. It was 8 guests, the professional shopper, and the travel advisor, and basically for a whole week they shopped. But this shopper took them to these different boutique stores that she knew and custom tailors that she knew, and they literally went on a 7-day shopping spree in Europe.
I love it. I love it.
We had a local wine club that did a wine aficionado trip to France. And they traveled to Bordeaux and Burgundy and Champagne, and they covered the region, taking in French wine. And again, a lot of these were affinity style groups that were put together.
Oh my gosh! Wow, this is opening up another part of my mind. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is my
Thank
pleasure.
you for this webinar.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yes. Can you maybe share your email address with the agents again? I know it's been a while since we had it up on the screen. Can you maybe just tell it to them?
Sure. It is Willie, WILLIE, at rentalescapes.com. For marketing information, marketing at rentalescapes.com.
Thank you so much. This was an amazing webinar, and I cannot wait to start doing business with you guys.
Wonderful. Tara, again, whatever you need, I'm here.
Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day.
You as well. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.